Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm doing a review on the Fialo Bomba boxing gloves. So check it out. Hey guys, Carlo here, and today I'm doing a review on the Fialo Bomba boxing gloves. I got mine in the white colorway, 14 ounces. It is a lace-up closure only model. You can also get this in a yellow colorway, anywhere between 12 and 16 ounces. The glove is made of full, genuine leather construction with layered foam padding over the knuckle area, and the gloves are manufactured in Pakistan. Now, Fialo is a relatively new company that is based out of Portland, Oregon, and they have some really nice looking equipment and gloves. The Bomba gloves that you see here, to me, is a great balanced glove. When you use it in the gym, it's not really geared towards sparring or towards bag work or mitt work more than the other. To me, it's kind of sits right there in the middle. So you can essentially use this glove to spar with, since it is a lace-up glove and there's no sharp edges, no kind of patches or anything on the glove that's going to be detrimental to your sparring partner other than getting hit with the gloves. And you can also use it for bag work because of the composition of the foam hitting the mitt. So it really makes a good all-around training glove, and that's what I would really classify this glove as, is a training glove. Now, when you're looking at it from a design standpoint, other than the logo, probably the big thing that sticks out is going to be this wrist support. It has kind of that fragmented wrist support. Typically you have like the triple cuff design, you also have the flat cuff design, but this actually has 6 squares, so you have kind of that segmented grill design, or grid design should I say, and that gives you a good amount of support, but also gives you a little bit of flexibility as well. The glove is not a glove with a very long cuff. I'd say it's more on the medium to short size, so if you're a fan of gloves that don't have super long cuffs and want something a little bit more compact in terms of the height of the glove, then these would definitely be suitable for you. You do have the Fialo logo on the back of the glove. The white leather, I'd say, has more of a satin texture and colorway to it, and you can see the texture of the leather on the glove is very nice. The back wrist support, again, does have that grid look to it. It says Fialo at the very bottom right here. You're looking at about maybe a ½ inch on this lower portion of really firm density foam padding. Feels like EVA. But on this little grid system right here, you're looking at maybe about a full inch of padding of that same firm density. So it's really nice and firm. On the palm side, you have maybe about a ½ inch of medium density foam. So it's a little bit softer than the foam on the back of the wrist. On both sides, it goes up to right here where the stitching is, as well as right here, and it ends where the thumb is. You have nice long flat laces with plastic tips at the end. Nothing too crazy there. Groundbreaking, as well as white piping. And you have a nice smooth polyester nylon liner in orange, but it has a really nice smooth silky feel to it. So I definitely love the way the liner feels. And you also have a 14-ounce weight tag on the inside. Right here it says "Designed to Win" as their slogan. And again, pretty much an all-white glove. Ventilated holes on the thumb, and the grip bar I'd say is medium in terms of sizing, and same thing with density. I'd say it's more on the medium size. It says Fialo with their logo on their finger compartment, and you also have kind of this unique V design that's stitched in with a black leather right here. Kind of gives it its own unique look and design, and a white attached thumb. Now, quality-wise, these gloves are pretty good. The only areas I would say that probably can use a little bit of improving, maybe the stitching a little bit, like on the thumb right there, a little stitching fraying on the attached thumb. But the leather quality is definitely very nice. It's held up very well. I keep my gloves pretty clean, so I usually wipe them off when I'm done using them. But you can see the quality of the leather has a really nice feel and look to it, and the stitching overall, other than the small areas, looks pretty good. And you can see here on the thumb, on the palm, stitching on the outside edges, the back wrist support, all looks pretty clean. The weight of the gloves are a little underweight at about 13.5 ounces, and the gloves are advertised as 14-ounce gloves. So a hair underweight, but again, for training gloves, I personally never been too concerned with the weight unless I'm sparring with the gloves, or if there are going to be a sanctioned fight that you're in as a pro, then obviously glove weight's going to be huge. But you can see the quality of the gloves. You know, the eyes don't lie. You can see it right there for yourself. And that's it. One other thing I noticed is that this logo right here on the right and left glove was a little bit crooked on the right glove. It was a little bit off in terms of the logo. But other than that, the glove looks really good. Comfort-wise, sliding your hand to the glove, the first thing you notice is that smooth, silky liner, which I really like. I'm a big fan of that. The next thing you notice is this thumb is perfectly positioned. So in terms of the way your thumb sits with your hand, it's in a good position. This piece of piping isn't too tight, and it has a perfect depth as well. If you're somebody that has bigger or longer fingers, this will definitely be accommodating to you. I have medium-sized hands, and even when I make a fist, the tip of my thumb doesn't jam in this area, so that's a good sign. And you have a good amount of room in here as well, with about 1 inch of foam padding on the back of your thumb to give yourself a good amount of protection. When you make a fist, you can see that the thumb doesn't poke out with the attached piece right there. The finger compartment, again, is really nice and deep. You can make a nice tight fist. I do wish the grip bar was a tad larger so I can feel a little bit more of a pronounced feeling when I make a fist. But it's not too wide and it's not too narrow, and you do have a little bit of a piece of neoprene right here at the very end of the fingertip. So aside from the grip bar, you have another secondary grip bar, if you want to call it, in the finger compartment, which will conform to your finger. So it kind of gives you more of a custom feel with the glove. The more you use it, the more you sweat in it, the more you're hitting the bag, it'll start to kind of loosen up on the inside, but also kind of form to the shape of your hands. But the depth is definitely good there, and the liner feels good. It doesn't feel like the hand is too loose on the inside as well, where your hand slides around on the inside. So that's also a very nice thing. And it's not too tight or compact where you have any kind of pressure points right here on the fat part of your thumb or anywhere on your palm or around your knuckle area. So in terms of comfort, it feels really good. And the wrist support is very nice as well. You can see that the back of the wrist with the amount of padding you have here is really good. And once you lace these gloves up, the other good thing about this system, kind of like the triple cuff, is that these laces kind of sit in these grooves right here on the back of the glove to really sink down and really tighten down around your wrist so that the gloves don't pop off, or gives you that extra wrist support that you're looking for. Protection and performance, again, to me, this is more like a balanced glove. I'd say that the padding on this is more on the medium to firm side. I wouldn't say that this is a puncher's glove. It's protective, but it's definitely not like molded foam. It doesn't feel cheap. It actually feels really good, and you get a really nice pop and feedback feel with this, with a good level of shock absorption as well. So if you're looking for something that you can really lay a lot of power shots with on the heavy bag, and then after you're done training on the heavy bag, do some mid work and then jump from there and do some sparring, or vice versa, you can do so with these gloves without any issues in my mind. I mean, to me, this is the type of foam that you can get away with relatively anything in the gym. So I'd say it's definitely balanced a little bit more on the protective end, but by no means is it a type of foam where you feel like you don't get any kind of feedback like IMF would, where you're hitting the bag and you just don't really feel anything coming through. Cost-wise, these gloves retail for $135. I definitely think it's right there at a fair point as far as pricing goes, compared to what other gloves are out there in the market from Rival, Sabas, Phenom. There's so many brands out now that it's really kind of hard to keep track. Tidal obviously has some of their higher end gloves, so I think it's right there in the sweet spot in terms of pricing at $135. Definitely for the quality that you get, the comfort that you're getting, the support for the wrist, and the padding. Really, the type of padding they use in here with that layered foam padding with the closed and open cell density foams definitely makes it a really enjoyable glove. And I like the fact that the cuff isn't too long on this as well, so it doesn't feel like it takes over your entire arm when you wear the glove. So far, I'm very satisfied with these and definitely would recommend them. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you find these Fialo Bomba boxing gloves. I'll see you guys later. Take care.